We're in the meeting. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, the special meeting to discuss the ARPA funding and have an open discussion is taking place now. Tracy, call the roll.
Okay, Counselor Gowdy,
Present.
Counselor Nathaniel Martin,
Present, we have a quorum, okay? I'm gonna call the meeting order. We're in room 215. It's gonna be on YouTube. And you can close the door if you want to. It's gonna be on YouTube. The discussion is an information session to discuss spending the $13 million of ARP money this year and the $13 million next year, which comes to $26 million. The discussion information is the American Recovery Program Act, ARPA, 31 CFR Part 35 interim final rule. The ARPA provides a substantial infusion of resources to meet pandemic response needs and rebuild a stronger, more equitable economy as the country recovers. These resources lay the foundation for a strong, equitable economic recovery, not only by providing immediate economic stabilization for households and businesses, but also addressing the systemic public health and economic challenges that may have contributed to more severe impacts of the pandemic among low-income communities and people of color, our community. On May 7th, 2021, the Secretary of Treasury issued an interim final rule to implement the Coronavirus State Recovery Fund and the Corona Local Fiscal. It's 31 CFR Part 35 and then RIN 1505-AC77. The Coronavirus State and Local Fiscal Recovery Funds Agency Department of Treasury Action Interim Final Rule. What we're going to do is discuss this. We can't vote or act on anything, but we're going to have a discussion. And also we're going to have a special town hall meeting at 7 o'clock. So what I want to say is we have 13 million that we'll be getting in this year, 2021, and 13 million we'll be getting in 2022 next year. So making it a total of 26 million. This is something that we can tweak and reach an agreement. For the record, the mayor was invited to be here, and if he couldn't be here, he had an option of sending someone. But he did say that he wanted to have the meeting Wednesday, but we scheduled this meeting 4 or 5 days ago. So we're finding out that he can't go, but we're going forward. 2 weeks ago, the East Cleveland City Council, all 5 of us, had a meeting at the library to discuss what we thought would be some good options of spending the money. And I'm gonna let Councilwoman Juanita Gowdy speak on that, okay? Go ahead.
Yes, thank you, Councilor Martin. I'm speaking on it because the resident in this council meeting has been brought up that you've been in the city for so long and you're struggling and you have needs. And we want to somehow meet your needs in this funding this revenue money that we actually is getting. So we decided as a council as a whole, $5,000 for each residence with no strings attached. And
that's to repair their home.
And this is to repair your home. And $1,000 for each residence because they are struggling too.
That's for rentals. Okay?
This is for the rental. And we've been struggling in East Cleveland for such a long time. And we've been coming out of our pockets. So we want to give back to the city as other governors do, because this is a funding of taxpayer money. And we want to give back according to how we should help our residents. Thank you.
I'm going to add, this is the important caveat in what we're saying. Councilwoman Juanita Gowdy, Councilman at Large Nathaniel Martin, Councilman Ernest Smith, Councilman Tim Alston, and Corrine Stevenson, when we met at the library, we agreed to these suggestions. One, $2 million to repair the elevator and other urgent items as needed at City Hall. People come here that are old and they can't go up and down the steps and that. The elevator's been down off and on for years. Two, $2 million for the purchase of one fire truck, which our fire people need, and one ambulance. Three, $2 million for grant in an amount, and this is what Gaudi, this was her suggestion, of $5,000 will be made available for home repair assistance to eligible East Cleveland homeowners. Each homeowner shall have the ability to choose a contractor for their liking. Now, what's important is no one's opposed to, and I say this very specifically, no one's opposed to the 3,000, but we're recommending 5,000. Now, I've been out in the community for the last 3 or 4 days talking to people, and 90% of the people I talk to say they would rather get the 5,000 than 3,000. So what we want to do is have a dialogue with the administration on if we reach some common ground, maybe we'll come up with 4,000. But 3,000, 5,000 is better, and that's for to fix your home. If you have a homeowner, we need more specifics on the rules. If you have a home, but you don't live in East Cleveland, are you entitled to get this money? Okay, I know people need porches fixed. They need a whole lot. So we're recommending, not just the 2 council people here, but all of us as a body, we agree to the 5,000. Okay, what's not on this list is getting streets paved, especially Hayden. We're working on Euclid, and that's taking a while. But when I ride up and down Hayden, Hayden needs it too. But most homeowners have been in this city struggling for the last 40, 50 years. We want them to get, this is our recommendation, and everything's negotiable. We want them to get 5,000. That's the important thing. We're not in a beef with the administration or no one. Let's sit down like intelligent people as we represent the citizens of East Cleveland and see where we can reach this. I don't think of 30, 40 people I've talked to in the last 3 or 4, all of them would rather get 5,000 than 3,000. So let's talk about this. Yeah. Okay? Now, we have to do what's right. There's 13 million in 2021 and the 13 million in 2020. We're not going to get that kind of money for the next 20, 30 years. So we want the citizens to benefit. Okay? 5,000 goes a lot further than 3,000, and people need, my house needs repaired. I got the back of my house needs repaired. Okay? I got a side that needs repaired. I am recommending with all humility the 5,000. Okay? And then the other suggestion, for years, people come here and say, what's going on with the elevator? Well, we got money now to do something with that. We had a meeting a few days ago with our fire department, and they were very strong about getting a used truck that they need. So people will be, that's a safety issue. Okay? This is what we want to do, but we have to work together. That's the key thing. So I don't want anyone to leave here and say, well, the council's against the mayor, and the mayor's against the council. No, we have to reach some common ground on this kind of stuff. We have to reach some type of agreement. Okay? So we need to sit down and work this out. And I'll say this, the mayor called a meeting 2 weeks ago. All of us showed. Okay? So it's one thing for him not to be here, but there's another thing for no one to be here when we're discussing, trying to get people $5,000 and doing things that are needed. So I'm concerned about that. And I say that with humility. Okay, I yield to you, Councilwoman Juanita Gaudi.
And I agree with you, Councilor Martin, on 100%. More people should have been here on council, and the mayor should have been here at our meeting also. But it's not no argument, but we do know that $3,000 only going to cover some of the material and maybe all the material, and $5,000 would push our resident where they need to be. And this recovering plan of this $5,000 is going to help our homeowners that's been struggling throughout the years, and they need it and they deserve it.
And I'm going to close with saying this. We want to work with the mayor. We are not going to agree on anything, but we need to reach some common ground on the 5,000, on the repair of the elevator, on street repaving. We only got so much money. So let's come together and do it. Now, he said that he wanted to make work, he wanted to meet Wednesday, but we scheduled this 3 or 4 days ago for today. Okay, so I don't know if I'm gonna be available Wednesday because I'm doing other things, and unfortunately this takes up a lot of time. So prayerfully, we're reaching out to the administration to sit down and talk with us, and we're saying we have a function. And I need to say this: there's 5 council people, and 1 mayor. There's a reason for that. Okay, so if we can't reach some consensus, we have issues here, which shouldn't be that. So I'm going to close on that. I'm going to ask that you keep us in prayer and ask that we work this out. I don't know if I'm available Wednesday. I don't know, because we scheduled this 4 or 5 days ago. Okay. First, I was told that they would be here. Then they said we're not sure. Then he called me and said, well, I can't do Wednesday. Okay. I stopped what I was doing when he called the meeting, and I was there. We all were there. And I think we should get the same respect. And that's just how I see it. So let's work this out. The most important thing is the citizens ain't cared about a power thing. They want to get the benefit from the taxes that they've been paying in the city all the years. This is a chance to do it. This is a chance for them to repair the homes, for us to fix the elevator, for us to do a number of things that we articulated here. Pray for us, because we need it.
And our city is very small, but we need work to be done in our home, because if you look out your doors, you can see that the repairs need to be done, and it's necessarily for us to actually do these repairs. The elevator's been down ever since I've been here, been on council, and this is a major problem for our citizens to come up, climb up these steps, So we want to work on the inside of City Hall as well on the outside of City Hall with this money, and finish up these streets that need to be finishing up. And also, we need a fire truck, and we need EMS truck that's going to be workable, for our citizens. So this is where we already agreed to where this money actually is going to go, and it is accountable, and we might have more money left over from the first
COVID money.
From last year. So we're gonna look and see if we have more money to go with the money that we do have. So thank you.
Right.
I yield to my
right. Last week, in terms of infrastructure, we got down here, we didn't mention this, $7 million. That's the streets, not just Euclid, but Hayden and all the side streets that we never get around to. So this is a good thing. So don't leave here and say that we're attacking someone. No, we're reaching out for the citizens. I hope people hear this, and we have a teleconference meeting tonight at 7 o'clock.
Yes.
Where it's open to the public. And if you're interested, let me put it on give it to you. Okay, here, I got it. It's at 7 o'clock. It's me and Mrs. Gotti. We want to face the citizens. The call-in number is 1-312-626-6799. I repeat that. The call-in number is 1-312-626-6799. The meeting ID number, I repeat, the meeting ID number is 845-6999-1095 and the pound sign. I repeat, the meeting ID number is 845-6999-1095 and the pound sign. And the passcode number is 110-219 and the pound sign. 110-219 and the pound sign. That'll be at 7 o'clock, so you can ask us questions. We're here to work together. We're not putting anyone down. We're trying to reach some type of consensus of common ground on key issues for our citizens. With that, with no further ado, this meeting is adjourned.
Well, we want to thank each and every one of you for hearing us today. It's very important that we get this work done, and we will be passing legislation soon to let you know everything that's going on in our city as far as this money. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your evening.